reason this isn't working. Okay, we're good now. Let's get it. Nice, we are back. And we are going. So, next up, after Poppin, is Smoothie, who I just moved down. Sorry, Smoothie. I just think Poppin seems better. So I just fixed my retainer. And yeah. So here's Smoothie's team. And first of all, we are going to go over his typing. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 types, which is pretty good. And only 2 net weaknesses, which are Rock, which 4 weaknesses, 2 resistances is not horrible, and Fairy with 2 weaknesses, 1 resistance. Again, not horrible. Nothing too special. I was seriously debating giving this typing a 4.5, but 1 second. But just by the rules I had established during my ratings, it did not pass those for a 4.5. Speed is his worst stat, which is 3.5, because look at this. He has fast Spectre, fast Mancho, fast Rapidash, but definitely, and then some mid-speed mods. But slowest mod is 65, so no Trick Room mode. He doesn't have Sigilith. Oh, it's not on his team. Actually, I'm gonna refresh so the sprites refreshed. I was gonna do that there. But yeah, so it didn't work. Okay, he does have Tailwind and Braviary, which is pretty good, and Prankster Spore Cotton is pretty good. He doesn't have fast Icy Wind. He does have Icy Wind, but not fast. Spectre of Bulldoze is pretty good with Togekiss and things, but again, that's not much. Electroweb with Rotom and Pikachu, I like that. That's decent. Thunderwave and Nuzzle, again, that's pretty good, but nothing. But very limited distribution to speed control, and no Trick Room mode. Only gives below average, even though he has good speed stats. Okay, where is it? There he is. Next up is Synergy. Synergy gave a 4. Vector Togekiss is quite good. Follow Me for Frail Spectre. Togekiss resists Dark. That's a problem. And has, I don't know, Bulldoze for speed. Could be good. Rotom, I like. Grass is his only weakness, and that's not bad. No specific, there aren't really specific pairings I see specifically. I don't see any specific pairings, but I just think that the team fits together well. He does a Pikachu for Lightning Rod for Braviary and Togekiss, which I like. He has a Dark type to switch into, but a very bulky Dark type. Umbreon's good to switch into Spectre, which is good typing synergy. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see too much, but I think there's definitely more that I see. So, and that works decently, and I think it's good. That's why I gave it a 4, which is good. Defense, I think, is actually quite good. if you wait. He has decent base stats, like Pikachu, Cottoneme, and Cho drag those down. And even Spectrier. Wait, no, not speed. Special defense, like Umbreon, that's a good piece. Togekiss, Rotom, these are all like pretty good. HP is but boom, that's a lot of screens. He has Snarl and 3 Mons. He has Redirection. He has Ally Switch. He has Fast Will-O-Wisp with Spectrier. Like, those are all very good pieces. And although the base stats aren't perfect, he has a lot of good ways to negate those, which is why it's a 4.5. And pretty great. Offense is a 4. He has Spectrier, which is very strong. Glaceon strong, Togekiss, like, if you look at special attackers, those are really strong. Physical attackers, like Mienshao strong, but it's not like the sort of thing that you really like, you know what like it's not really too much of a threat. Braviary, decent. Defiance, good. Rapidash, decent. But he doesn't really have like many physical attackers, and but his special attacking is really good. And he has a lot of helping hand, but not much for weakness policy proccing. So like but when you have these special attackers and a lot of helping hand, like that's really good. So that's why it's a 4. It's pretty good, and that's the rating I'd give Smoothie Team. I think it's pretty good. It's only like I do think it's actually a really good team. It's just everybody else's team is better. So yeah. Next up is no, that's only 6. What's 7? Okay, not on this side. Is it Grafton Gengars? Did I go over them yet? No, it's Grafton Gengars. Okay. So now we have the Grafton Gengars. Typing is only 3.5. As we go to the Grafton Gengars, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 types, which isn't many. He has some significant net weaknesses. Wait, what did I even typing? 3.5? He has some significant net weaknesses, but electric. Wait, why do I think I might change this to a 3 actually. His net weaknesses are pretty bad. I actually think this team there's a 3. I'm going to do 3.9, and I'd actually move this to 9 and Moody to 8. He has 3 flying types, 2 fire types, 2 dark types, a lot of shared types. So nothing like, and that's not like that good. It's pretty, and those 4 shared like he has a lot of just weaknesses in general as well. Then we go to speed. It's a 4. He has pretty fast mode, some annoying mid-speed mons. He has Tailwind on Latios, and I guess Mandibuzz if you want. He's Trick Room on Azelf, but Azelf isn't really Trick Room setter, and he's Trick Room on Slowbro. Slowbro, Galar isn't as good as the other ones, IMO, as the other slows. He has fast Icy Wind, he has Prankster Quash, he has fast Thunder Wave. He has Max Airstream on Charizard, and yeah, I think this is actually pretty good. But the reason it's not higher is because his only like Trick Room like threat, I guess. Octillery isn't really that good, And Slowbro, again, like especially Galarian Slowbro, I don't think is as good as any of the other three slows. So he doesn't really have much of a trick room presence or threat, which is why, although he does have it, sort of, which is why it's a 4. Synergy, I think, is a 4.5. He has a very good Sun mode. Ninetales, Charizard, Sableye, Lilligant, that's quite good. Latios can ally switch into water attacks and other things if he wants. It's mostly just because the Sun mode is insane. He also has redirection for his Frailmons if he wants to set up in any way. He has Fake Tears with Ninetales with Charizard, and the same speed stats. You just drop a stat on Charizard, and boom, that's Oko's right there. Basically, just the Sun mode carries his synergy, and the rest supports it decently well. Although he has 2 of Psychic types with Levitate, which is kind of funny. But yeah, the Sun mode is just very strong. Defense, I gave a 4 because if you look at it, like, not bad. Like, he doesn't have anything too bad, like super frail for defensive stats. Like, he's pretty frail mons, but nothing too frail. Good HP, but he has fast screens. He has Follow Me. He has Ally Switch. He has Snarl. He has Will-O-Wisp. He has all the good ways to deal with damage. He has good ways to deal with damage. He has good ways. Well, no, it's pretty quite good ways to deal with damage. He has slightly less than good ways, like base stats, but nothing too bad, which is why it's pretty good for. Then offense, Charizard insane. Azelf is good. Lilligant, you won't really be running offensive most of the time. You'll be running like after you or Palm of Sleep Powder. That's not. Oh yeah, Sleep Powder is good for defense as well. Latios can be a threat, but then you go physical. Azelf, I guess, but you might burn that can be either. That's good though. Bisharp is good, but then Octillery and Slowbro doesn't really have much of a physical threat except Bisharp and Azelf, and you don't really think of Azelf as a physical threat. Bisharp is good though over Defiant, like if you lower that. He has a lot of Helping Hand, but nothing really too much for Weakness Policy proccing. Like he has Shadow. Well, he does the Shadow Sneak on Sableye for Weakness Policy Latios or Azelf, or even Slowbro, which is pretty good. But again, just like the lack of physical threats is the only reason why it's not a 4.5 or a 5. I could move it up to a 4.5, and I don't think I will. So all of these teams are really good. It's tough. But now that I changed some things around, this was originally 7, now I have to go to 6. So that was right here. 6, we have the Virginia Vicavolts, coached by Jordan. Boom. Boom. So typing, this is the team that I would just say is super solid. Like if you look at all these stats, nothing lower than a 4, but only one thing higher than a 4. So yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 types, and 3 net weaknesses. None of the net weaknesses are too bad, but again, due to the rules I established earlier, you can't get a. Well, no, did it get a 4.5 in typing? I did give him 4.5 in typing actually because net weaknesses are not bad, and he only has 2 shared types with Hitmonlee, Scrafty, and Fracture Dragalge, whatever you want to call it. So it's pretty good for typing. Wide variety. And then you go to speed. Fast Intellion, Fast Heliolisk, Tricker Threat, Bronzong, Dragalge, fast Entei, mid-speed Mons, but icy wind, a fast icy wind on Inteleon, fast electro web or thunder wave with Heliolisk. That's good. Yeah, so he has pretty good speed tiers. Synergy, we have it to 4. He has Fake Out, Trick Room with Scrafty Bronzong. He has Entei Rillaboom, which I don't know why, but is actually like just a really good pairing that now has grassy terrain for ground weaknesses. Entei covers the ice, resist fire, resist bug, and hurts bugs. So Entei is a good partner. Clefable just lets Follow Me work for everything. He has Hitmonlee with Unburden coaching for Rillaboom. It's really good. This is quite a good team for Synergy. There's nothing like that just like pops out there, really. That's why it's pretty good. It's a 4. You're going to see me saying pretty good a lot with this team. Defense, pretty good, like I said before. Down here, it's actually like pretty frail, but his top mons are like decently bulky. He has Intimidate, he has Snarl, has Follow Me, has Screens, but not, there's only fast screens in Inteleon, has Ally Switch, does have Will-O-Wisp, so again, that's pretty good. But he has a lot of frail mons, so it's only a 4, something higher. And then offense will be like, this is insane. His attacks, like those attackers are insane. And it was special. Teleon heal is Dragalge. That's basically it. Oh, I guess I take interruption. That's like decent. He has 3 helping handers, which isn't as many as you would normally want. And what? I'm sorry, I just gotta read text. But nothing really too special in the way of weakness policy proccing, except Bulldoze, Bronzong with weakness policy Dragon with Apology. So again, it's like a really pretty good offense. Just like a little bit of a lack of consistent special threats. Like all of these, except Dragalge, are frail. There's adaptability. I could move it up to a 4.5. I don't think I am though. Sorry. And now we have. Oh, there it is. Number 5, the Houston Hawluchas, coached by Tay. This was the hardest one for me to rate. Like, so many of these, I was debating between 4s and 4.5s. But if you go to typing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He has 15 types, or he or she, I don't know. And only 3 net weaknesses. He has Water Absorb. I'm just gonna refer. I refer to everyone as he. Sorry, we've only had 1 female coach, to my knowledge. With Lapras, that's good. Rock is pretty bad, but Kartana is a good switch in for that. Ghost is decently bad as well, but like not many shared types, like except in the lower tiers, which don't matter as much, and Gothitelle Lele, which only share 1 weakness. So I think I definitely could have given this a 4.5 in typing, but I'm just keeping it as 4. I think it's more of a 4 than a 4.5. It's good. Speed. Fast. 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 Meh. But these are decent in Trick Room. Gothitelle's a good Trick Room setter. So, like, good, decent Trick Room mode, but nothing too slow. Like, these can also work fast. Fast Thunder Wave, not fast Icy Wind, but at least it has ice. At least there is Icy Wind. I don't think that Nidoking actually gets Quash. Yeah, so not the best, but pretty good tiers for speed. And Hulucha has Unburden with Lele, which is good for speed. Synergy has Terrain, has Lightning Rod for Lapras, which is good. The this one's really tough. I didn't really know what to do. It has Prankster Tailwind and things. Has Psychic Terrain, I guess, if you want offensive Gothitelle, like Expanding Force. Cardano Lapras is like a dirty core with screens. So Cardano's special defense is lessened. But I don't really know. Marowak gets Perish Song, if I remember right. So you could do Perish Trap with Gothitelle Marowak. If you want to do that. But I don't see too much, but I don't see things that are bad, so that's why it's just a 4. Defense, I gave a 4.5. Stats are decent, but a lot of Frailmons on the bottom end. Yeah, stats actually aren't really that good. But has screens, has Gmax Resonance on Lapras, specifically Prankster screens is Morgram. Has Ally Switch, no Follow Me though. Does have fast Snarl and kind of fast Will-O-Wisp, I guess, with Fletchinder, but that's not really what you bring Fletchinder for most of the time. But because of the screen, Snarl, and specifically Lapras, it's a 4.5 for defense. And then also Max Steel Spike boost with Cortana. Offense is also a 4.5 because Marowak is very strong with huge, what's it called? Something Bone. The Club, I think it's called. Lele with Terrain, that's a huge threat. Lapras, not really a threat, but it can be with like Life Orb or Beams Pulse activated. Holucha after Swords Dance. Cortana, like, those are like very strong. Nidoking, although not much physically except for Cortana. Nidoking, I didn't realize that attack step also has Sheer Force. It's good. Special attack, Vikavolt, Lele, Nectric. Even Gothitelle, like, that's a strong special threat as well. Has a good amount of Helping Hand. I don't know why I looked down there. Weakness Policy procking. I'm assuming Holucha gets a special fight at like something like for what's priority? Mach Punch, no. Well, he has Ice Shard and Vacuum Wave Cortana for Weakness Policy Lapras. That would be funny. If they want. But like he just has a lot of threats. Sorry, I'm getting tired, so I don't really know what to say as much anymore. But you kind of see what I mean by it's hard to rate. But yeah, just like Vikavolt, that's a huge threat. Cortana and Marowak, huge threats. It's 4.5. I think it could be a 4. I don't know. This team is so hard to rate. Okay, I'm gonna ping people again because now we are going into the top 4. Nobody's in chat anymore. So sad. People who are watching, please say something in chat. I feel so lonely. Oh no, that's the wrong team. Sheet. Yeah, let's go. So 4 is my own team, the Libertyville Luxrays. So I gave myself a 5 in typing, because I just know I have 14 types. 14 types was my guideline because it's 14 out of 18 means you have over 3/4 of all types, and I don't have any net weaknesses. And the shared types I have, which are 2 electric types, don't have a shared weakness. 2 water types, don't have a shared weakness. And 2 flying types, only have 1 shared weakness, and I have lightning rod for it. So essentially almost no shared weaknesses. That's an easy 5 for typing for me. Next I have speed. So nothing too fast. Decent slow mode, like a lot of mid speed. But have 2 good trick room setters. Fast tailwind with Archaeops is good. Icy wind, Ludicolo's double speed of Swift Swim, or Icy Wind, like some Icy Wind's good. Bulldoze with Garchomp for Celesteela. Rotom is good. I have Electro Web on Rotom if I want, or Thunder Wave. So it's pretty good, and like I said, good Trick Room mode. So, but nothing like special. So that's why it's only a 4. Synergy, 4.5 because weather, terrain, Disquake, Spam Earthquake or Bulldoze, Celesteela is good. Lightning Rod for Celesteela and Politoed. Politoed covering Celesteela's weaknesses. Aromatisse, like slightly slower than Slowking for like Fake Tears if I want. I on my draft review, which I recorded and will be posted today, probably, I have like all the different pairs, which is a lot. And one second, I might mute. Okay, so you didn't have to hear that. Yeah, so that's why it's a 4.5. Defense, I only give a 3 to myself. It might have been being critical, I don't know. But, like, not the best, but not the worst base stats. Like, again, actually, I have pretty decent base stats. We know not attack. However, when you look at things, I don't have fast screens. I have slow screens or mid-speed screens. Don't have Snarl. I don't have Redirection, although I do have Valley Switch. And my only Will-O-Wisp is not fast as well. So, like, I have decent base stats, but I have no real ways to control it. So I might actually move it to 3.5, but actually, yeah, I think I will move to 3.5. But numbers 2 and 3 are also a 4.3 grading, and I don't think my team is better than them. So I'm not going to move it up. And then offense, I give myself a 3.5. 4.5 because boom, 140, 140, 130, nukes. 101, not bad. 101, not bad, especially with terrain, rising voltage if I want. Silk Scarf, Fake Out, Last Resort, that'd be fun. Boom, like even though it's my highest and it's 112, I have rising voltage and terrain for that, or electric or lightning rod boosts. Rain, greatly enhance these two. Rotom Frost is pretty good. Celesteela is still pretty good. Slowking, that's like also quite good, especially with like Fake Tears Aromatisse. I keep mentioning that, but it's good. It's true. I can see myself using that a lot. Celesteela's mixed. Archeops mixed. Pincurchin mixed. Ludicolo can also be mixed, I guess. So good balance, strong stats, a lot of helping hand. Not too much for weakness policy procking, but there's some things I can do. Yeah, so that's why I gave myself a 4th place. Next up, the team that I did not realize was actually so good, the Cincinnati Minchinos, coached by James Dalton Bell himself. So, Boom. Typing. First of all, he has typing of 4.5. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 different types. I don't think I overcome too many, which is a lot. And he only has 2 shared weaknesses. One of those is, and of those weaknesses, he has multiple immunities, which are quite good. So we got a 4.5 in typing. Also, he only has 2 shared types, which don't share any weaknesses. So very good typing. I might even be able to give it a 5, but not by the things I said earlier. So, and speed. I give speed a 5. Good speed. Quite fast. Decently fast. Pretty fast. Pretty fast. Fast with Stall Smash. Not too fast. Good control. Uxie, good Trick Room setter. No Tailwind, but Icy Wind on Blastoise is not a joke. Electro Web and Prankster Thunder Wave on Thundurus is very good. Even decently fast Thunder Wave on Uxie is pretty good. But those speed tiers are pretty good. Like mostly fast with good enough control. And decently slow with good Trick Room setter. I like those. Although I also think I could move that down to a 4. I mean a 4 point. Actually, I have no idea why I rated that a 5. I'm sorry, but that's not worth a 5. However, I think I can move everything up to a 5. So I'll keep the rating. Then Synergy, I give 3.5, just because I can't see really many pairs. Other than Swagger, Thundurus, and O-Tempo Avalugg, I really just don't see like pairings that work well specifically. But he has good type synergy, which I like. But yeah, that's just the main reason. I just like can't see anything there. Maybe I'm just missing the bigger picture. Here, let me sit up. And then defense, I gave a 4.5 because, oh, wrong button. If you go to it, that's a very high average defense stat. Quite defensive, quite nice. Special defense, also pretty good. HP, not the best, but very good defense-based stats. And then doesn't really have fast screens, but has Intimidate, has Snarl, has Ally Switch, has Spore on Geoduck, has Will-O-Wisp on Arcanine. Like, those are pretty good. I've kind of forgotten about to mention like support moves like Yawn and Sleep, like other Sleep like Yawn and Taunt and things like that. But yeah, so that's like quite good base stats, especially with Arcanine, but not the best HP and not the best for screens, so not a 5. Offense, I give a 4 because it's pretty good. Attack, Pangoro, I guess is not bad. Avalugg is decent. Thundurus is good mixed. Arcanine is good mixed. Well, also Intimidate. Blastoise, mixed but not like good. For offensive stats, it's decent. Special attack is better with Nagandel and Thundurus. So, but nothing really too special actually. Decent stats though, and a lot of helping hand. And Aqua Jet, Department's Pulsing, and Arcanine I guess could work. But yeah, it's just pretty good, which is why the offense is pretty good. Next up, we have our runner-up in my power rankings, AC27 with his London Aces. So, this team is very good. If you go to the typing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 types, but 4 net weaknesses, not the best. So, and those net weaknesses, like 3 weaknesses, 4 weaknesses, 4 weaknesses, 4 weaknesses. No, that's only 3 weaknesses. Those aren't the best. And when your top 2 mons are both share a type, that's also not the best. And these 2 mons share a type, not the best. However, these only share a weakness to fairy. These do both share weaknesses to fire, fighting, and fire and fighting. So, yeah, not perfect. Also 2 ghost types, 2 grass types, so not the best for shared. That's why it's only 4. Speed, I gave a 4.5. You have fast Tailwind and Noivern. You have max Airstreams and Moltres, but nothing really that fast except Noivern. But you have Sandrush, Excadrill, Tyranitar. So decently fast mons. You have good Trick Room setters with Reuniclus and Gourgeist. No Icy Wind, no Electro Web, but have fast Bulldoze if you want that, and not fast Thunder Wave, but like not really main controls out of Tailwind, but good tiers and good Trick Room and Max Airstream and like Sand Rush and things like that is good. And Walrein is on the team, so yeah, so Icy Wind on Walrein, but that's not like I don't know why you do that. So it's 4.5. Think that could be a 4, but I'll keep it as a 4.5. I'm just thinking, I just realized though that if I had moved that to a 4 and I had moved James offense down? No, I don't know what I'd move down. There's something I was thinking about moving down. Then I would have been second place, but I don't want to do that because that's totally biased. Synergy, I give a 4. T-Tor and Excadrill cover Moltres' types, and Reuniclus is good. Trick Room for them. But I don't see ways to proc policy on Moltres unless does Walrein get Ice Shard? Does not. Although Trick or Treat Gourgeist with Dark types is good. I don't know if he used that last season. That's good, but I don't really see much pairings other than that. Oh, and T-Tor Excadrill for Sand is quite good. So I think I actually could move that up to a 4.5 and move that down to a 4. So I keep my ratings. Defense, I would give a 4.5 as well because pretty good base stats for both of those. Good HP. Have screens but not fast. Does have redirection and follow me and ally switch. Has Snarl on quite a few mons. Has Intimidate. Has Will-O-Wisp. Checks all the boxes and good stats. But not too much in those boxes. So that's why it's a 4.5. And then offense. If you go to attack, T-Tor, Excadrill, they're both monsters. Luxray, even with Guts, that's very strong. Ferrothorn, Iron Defense, Body Press with that defense stats quite good, also really good. And then you go to I guess Gourgeist if you want to, or Belly Drum Walrein is strong. Chandelure is like a glass cannon, but there's a reason it's called a cannon. 145 special attack. Reuniclus, Moltres actually is good once it gets going. And Noivern can also be a threat if you want. So, very good attack. 3 Helping Hander isn't the best, but it's not bad. And Shadow Sneak Weakness Policy could work with Chandelure or Reuniclus. On Gourgeist, actually, I like the idea with Reuniclus. And yeah, just quite good. Very good. That's why it's a 4.5. And now we are going to okay. Now we're going to our number one, who, if you've been paying attention, you know who it is. But that will be Samex and the New York Ninetales with Insane Comfy Goudreau. This team is insane. If you go to his team, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 types, and only one net weakness, and he has 2 immunities of that. One of those immunities of Alex Switch. So, and shared types, these are both weak to ground and fire. These don't share weaknesses. These only share weakness to electric, and these share weakness to psychic. But again, those are like with lower tiers that don't matter as much. And he has good coverage, so he gets a 4.5 in typing. Speed is a 4. He has sort of fast mons. His 2 fast mons have After You, which is pretty good. Has good trick room setters. Does have Tailwind on Mantine, and Swift Swim Mantine with Prankster, Rain Dance, Klefki. His Icy Wind on Mantine and Haunter as well. Quash and Slow Mons is useful. Prankster Thunderwave on Klefki is good. And Electro Web Magnezone can be useful. So, decent control, but he has a good Trick Room mode with these 3, maybe these 4. Although it's like nothing special, but the After You helps a lot with that. So that's why it's a 4 and not like even a 3.5, which it could be. Synergy, I give a 4.5. Ensign with his very specially defensive team is very good synergy. After You with a Moongus for Spore is good synergy. Klefki for screens also helps the team. Haunter with Alice, which helps the team. Magnezone covers Goudreau really well. And Ensign with Fake Out covers helps Amoonguss out well. Like the team's pretty well. Pretty good synergies. Even Gino can do things. And then defense. So the defense stat itself is kind of meh, but when your S tiers Intimidate, that's kind of basically all the time. That's really good. That's special defense average 110, 110, 110, 140, 150. Like that's insane. Even these aren't bad, except these two. HP, not bad, but he also has Prankster Screens. Has 4 ally switch users. Does have Snarl. Does have Rage Powder for redirection. Has Spore on Amoonguss. Will-O-Wisp on Ensign and Hunter. Like this is an easy 5 for defense. Maybe even the best defensive team in the game in the league. And then offense, I only gave a 4. It was originally actually only a 3.5, but I realized that was insane because Goudreau, super strong with weakness policy, and Giga Drain Sap Sipper. Hitmonchan, not bad, has coaching for Ensign or Goudreau, or anyone who wants it. Ensign himself is a good, has a good attack stat, although his team is mostly special, but Goudreau, like, Goudreau goes. And these two support mons can also be physical, considering their stats. They're mixed. He has a good blend with Goudreau. The only reason I'm docking points is because kind of a lack of strong physical attackers. Then we go to special attack. Magnezone, super strong. Haunter even, quite strong. Goudreau, if you don't want to do Giga Drain things, then that's really good. Slowking, pretty good as well. Where was I taking this? Yeah, so pretty good offensive stats. But he has good support with for helping hand users. Has good weakness policy proccing with Comfy Gudra, Comfy Slowking. He has like Mach Punch him on hand with like Instant, I guess, if you want. So yeah, pretty good. And that is why he's number 1. So I lost a lot of viewers. But yeah, those are my rankings. Spent a lot of time on them. The video stream thing was kind of mad though.